Alright guys, this will be a quick update video about what's new, some new drawings, some new designs, new stories and new stuff in here. And we're gonna start with this design. Actually I designed this one like ages ago. It must be like 2 years now. I was kinda like trying to draw a mermaid and stuff, and yeah, all the jellyfishes, all this stuff. Because the thing is, like, the trick is the way you learn is basically when you draw some new stuff, yeah. So it's not about finishing stuff, it's about drawing new stuff. And when you finish piece, like get all these fine line details and stuff, it's more like training hand to do clean stuff, but to actually like sketch it and get on a paper is the way you learn. Like, I never drew jellyfish before and all these shells and stuff like that, so that was quite a new experience for me. And I think back then I wasn't really good with them little faces, so it is what it is. I'm leaving as it is and just need to move on. And then we have this one. It's more like illustrative harpy, and I really enjoy drawing this one. I spent loads of time to do all these little details, little stuff, and as well, like, by drawing this one I had to Google them, had to learn what about them, like what they do, what they did, what's the history, what's the background for them. So again, like, you draw stuff but you learn again. And I think that's art is all about, like learn new stuff. Either you draw new stuff and you learn about it, or you learn how to draw like wings like this, or little like fingers or nails, or I don't know, arrows, and just stuff like that. You like, all you need to do is just learn, learn and learn and learn, and always draw stuff you never drew that before. This piece. This was inspired by one, I think it was Instagram artist. He did massive chest piece and I was like, shit, that's good. So it's like I was inspired and I drew my own like stuff, my own version of it. And yeah, as you see, there's a little portrait inside there. Roses. I love them roses. This is literally like my roses. I came up myself, and it's a style I wanna go for more in the future. Hope you like it. And as you see, like, I did improve myself. So I redraw the mermaid again, just different position, different placement, different flow. Again, jellyfish and all that. But as you see, I progressed in little portraits, more muscles, more body shapes, more like as a human looking, and at the same time creature looking. And that was the good stuff as well. Like, while I was drawing this one, I had to like relearn the stuff about mermaids, about history, background and stuff like that. So not even I learned how to draw the mermaid, but I learned more about them, more the history and past and the stories, and which is quite cool. This little one was for my client. We did that one already, and that's like the evil version of it. So that's like the good version, evil version. And this little cute little one was for her maid. She wanted Rose, she wanted robe, so I made Rose as a robe wrapping around him. This design has a good story. Literally, my brother texts me, he's like, I see you drawing roses all the time, and so why don't you try something else? I was like, what do you want me to do? And he said, draw a shell where it's like daisies coming out. And I was thinking, how can I draw that into a design? And yeah, that I took the challenge and did my version of it. I think I did quite good. It makes sense, it looks good, all symmetric, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Again, like stuff I would never ever come up with in my mind. You challenged me and I accepted and did it, which is the way you literally learn your stuff. Like, you draw the stuff you never did before, and once you do it, it's in your pocket. You got new skills. You got new tricks. You have to think about it, what to do, what not to do. It's not like you just draw something and it comes out what it comes out. But when you like, when you got no choice, like when you need to figure out how it's gonna work, then you start to think and you start to like, your creative side of your brain turns on, and you learn new stuff in your life, which is this. There's not a lot of like thinking, not wondering, not about planning. It's just snake here, snake there. They kind of meet each other. I choose different colors just to see. For your eyes, it's easier to see where they flow from start to bottom. Did like leaves in different color, and you can see them easier. And the flowers again different color, so you can see flowers different. And this basically is how, if you have seen all like some of my different videos where I do full color neo-traditional pieces, this is how I do them. Basically what I do, I get all line work done, I color them in, then I shade them with like different tones and stuff, get smooth transitions, and only then I use black shading. The reason why is basically if you do black first here, you get smooth nice shades, and then you do color, then you do this and that and that. The black is not black anymore. The black looks like, I don't know, it just makes the red darker. But when you need solid black, I do it last one. So the black stays over top of every single color and makes the black look black. That's my trick. I don't know if it works for you, use it. But that's how I do. And like I said, like I've tried every single style what's out there. I like to think I've done it, but basically how to explain, basically I'm thinking if you're artist you need to know all the styles. Yeah, you need to know what the style is based on, what makes it look that good, what kind of lines you need, what kind of shades you need, what kind of composition you need. Like as you see, this is black work, it like creates by dot work for fine line, nice little details, little leaves. And yeah, and once you go through styles, you kind of learn new stuff. Like you can pick black lines from black neo-traditional. You can take fine lines for this one, and once you learn all this, that's in your pocket. Like that's in your tricks. When you do like next designs, you can like pick usable tools from every single style into your own style. So all the knowledge builds you. It's out there already, but once you touch it, you cannot name them, you label them, you start to divide pieces into not just as a piece, but into lines, shades, texture, and all that stuff. So my plan is what I'm doing. I go through every single style I know is out there and just learn the basics. What it makes it look good, what kind of flows I need, what kind of details I need, what I don't need, what I can't have, and it just makes me better. And that's what I would suggest to you. Just go explore, learn the knowledge, get the new skills, and once you have them, you have them. So you can create anything, anywhere, and no problem. And that's the story, how I created these. Why I did this, you've seen them before, into these black work roses, no traditional, I use them everywhere. And then I start to use these, which is I use for my script. There's a video out there where I'm pasting script on my shoes, on my Nikes, and basically what I do, I get the letter and I put these lines underneath every single letter. So what I was thinking one day, what if so for example that would be a letter O, yeah, and I put these lines underneath every single one, so that like makes my style mine. And I was thinking like, what if I create that into mandalas, like sternum pieces or big massive mandalas. So I created this one. I was like challenging myself, what if I do this, what happens, like how does it look like, does it even work, or doesn't work. So it was like a testing what's gonna happen. So I did this, I did the half, and probably if you're a tattoo artist you do like that as well. You draw one half and then you flip over and you got both ones. And turns out it looks really, really good. Like it's not for everybody, it's just for people like who like this kind of stuff. But again, it's unique, it's one in the world, and that's why I said, like, that's what I would suggest you to do. Go explore, try new stuff, try new things. It might work, might not, might look good, might not. So if you don't do it, you never know. And as you see, like, I love them. That little O with these lines, I use these lines as that rose stem, and it looks cool. Like roses, an ornamental kind of look. Just like here I use like a frame, that's for sternum piece, that's just a single letter with like I in the middle. So again, just experimenting, and sometimes it works, like sometimes not. It just depends, depends. And then there's this one. As you see, like there's a couple of my styles into one piece. All these dot work, ornamental, like all these mandala lookish ones. Then goes into traditional leaves, which I use everywhere. Then the rose is like foot rose. Peony is more like black work, but still in new school kind of looking, neo-traditional, and again like ornamental. So just knowing all these tricks, I can put all of them into one piece. And that just makes unique, one in a world. And just because I have this knowledge now, by doing all these styles, I can create a new pieces was never seen before, and that's the only way you can get unique. Only you need to know the stuff you do, you need to know the tools, you need to know the knowledge, and once you have that, you just play around, have fun, be you. Don't draw like I'm drawing, don't draw like the people you see on YouTube or you see Instagram somewhere. Just be you. Whatever comes out, and that is literally you. And then there's this one, and it's pretty much the same story. And basically the story behind this one is I like to draw human shapes, but not like every human shapes. Everybody looks the same, everybody kind of like does one of the same poses, but when it comes to yoga, they're more like alien looking ones. They make the shapes you would never make on a daily basis. To draw them, it becomes really, really hard because you don't know where to start, and the body shapes are twisted and pulled and like squeezed in, and it's really, really hard to draw them when you like start and you just don't know where to start really. But again, like I like this sketchy look what I created here. Then I use my knowledge about black work and put some little flowers on it, and all together it's again like it's practice, it's studying human body, flowers, placement, anything really. To create this one, you need to know a lot of stuff, what you do, what you don't do. And this will be the last piece from today's video. The story behind this one is the red flowers come from the piece from that yoga girl, and all these ornamental ink splashes ones becomes from that piece we saw just in here, this kind of shape, and here, these kind of shapes. So I put them here, and the lady was really impressed by them red flowers what I did on the yoga girl. So she wanted that as a hers tattoo, but with my twist on it. So I did this, and I just messaged her. We'll see what she likes, and if she'll be impressed. And this is how you put like all your knowledge into one piece. You get these ornamental ones, you got black flowers, you get the placement knowledge, you get the flow knowledge, you get the body shape knowledge, because when you are a tattoo artist, you literally need to make you need to go with the flow with your body. You can't fight against it. You need to be. The way I create pieces is they belong there. They are part of the body. They are there to fit there, to be there. It's like you and your tattoo become as a one piece. And that will be for today. Like hopefully you learned something new. Hopefully I inspired you, get some knowledge, get some like motivation maybe. If you want me to make a video about something like specific, just let me know. Drop me a text, drop a comment, put anything, just contact me and I'll make it. I'll be drawing for like 20 years now, and I like to think I know what I'm saying. Maybe one day I'll make a video where I put all my like different style pieces next to each other, so you see like how I can twist from one to another one, and how easy it is to really do them all at the same time, but still like keep the style into that style. Right guys, take care, see you soon, drop a text, drop a comment, let me know what you think about it, yeah? Take care.